opportunity is a very, very important thing, especially if you have Royalq and you don't have significant that you because you don't have capital. What I would say, you share Royalq because they repeated recurring you to share the Royalq opportunity. Now, how do you share the Royalq opportunity? That is the main theme of today's call. How do you share the Royalq opportunity? This important skill of sharing the Royalq opportunity, there are a few basics that you need to do. As a team, we have been able to create a system that makes your sharing very easy. Okay? As a team, we have been able to create a system that makes the sharing of the Royalq opportunity very, very easy. But before I get to that, sharing involves a few business. Under these aspects, I would love to talk about them. One, the first skill is the skill of finding people to speak to about your business. Okay, that is the first skill is finding people to speak to. Finding. In the business language, we call them prospects. Who's a prospect? A prospect, because we have a difference between a suspect and a prospect. A suspect and a prospect. So by you discovering, by you discovering and understanding who a suspect is and a prospect, it makes your game very, very easy. So finding a prospect is someone who has genuine interest in the opportunity. Genuine interest is a prospect. So you have to speak to different people and find out whether this person is a suspect or this person is a prospect. I don't know if that makes sense. Whether this person is a suspect. A suspect is someone who's just curious about the business. But a prospect is someone who's genuinely interested. There should be the genuine interest in the business. So one of the important skills that every entrepreneur, especially people who work online, can I see, give me one in the chat if you are doing this business full time. Let me see some people who are doing this business full time like me. Let me see, give me one in the chat. If you are doing, you could give me a thumbs up. If you are doing this business full time like me, this is the only thing I do. Okay, this is the only, I'm involved in Royalq full time. Let me see some people who are doing this business full time. This is your main cash cow. You know, when we talk about being your main cash cow, it is, you know, I know most of you have business, but for you to be a successful entrepreneur, you create what we call a cash cow. Let me clear my screen. I'm doing a very important class. Let me clear my screen. Let me clear my drawings. Okay, let's first go back basic. What is a cash cow? One of the things that makes so many entrepreneurs known to be successful is that they are everywhere on everything, right? They are everywhere on everything. Now, for you to be a successful entrepreneur, you create the first thing you create a cash cow. A cash cow is that business that is specifically meant to give you income that maybe you could use to diversify your income. So you must make, I gave an example in the previous trainings that I did, that here is Peter. This is why many people don't become successful in business. Here is Peter. Peter starts a salon. Okay. When Peter starts a salon, he starts making money. Then Peter gets his money from a salon and he buys a Uber. Now what happens? Now Peter, he doesn't stay on his salon now. He gives some time to the salon, maybe in the morning, and after he goes and drives the Uber. Because since the salon is not yet stable, the salon will fail and the Uber will fail. I don't know if you understand it. Give me a yes in the chat, because what I'm teaching is not taught anywhere. What I'm teaching is not taught anywhere. If you understand it, give me a yes in the chat. And it's a major reason worldwide. It's a major reason worldwide why so many people who say, I want to leave my job. Many people say, I hate being employed. I want to leave my job. I want to be an entrepreneur. I want to own business. I want to be very successful. I want to build. You need to create what we call a cash cow. And the failure to create a cash cow gives you 110%, because this is what happens. Someone says, I want to do a business. I want to be a businessman. So like I said, he starts a salon. Immediately when he starts a salon, good, he makes some profit. He makes some money. He transfers immediately this, and now he starts a boutique. Now what happens? The salon fails and the boutique fails and goes back to the village. What was he trying to do? He was thinking that he's creating, because you have read somewhere and someone says, never put your money in one basket. Have you heard about those sayings? Never put all your eggs in one basket. Have you heard about those saying, diversify your income? Have you heard about those saying, diversify your income? I'm teaching. Have you heard about these things, diversify your income? Never have one source of income. Have at least 7 sources of income. Have we heard about those sayings? Let me know in the chat. Have we heard about those sayings? Never have one source of income. Diversify your income. You should have several income sources. Ladies and gentlemen, that is very true. But that is very true. But if you want to be a successful entrepreneur, you must create a cash cow. Oh my goodness. You must create a cash cow. What is a cash cow? A cash cow is your main business. And before you diversify your money in these other so-called 7 streams of income, your cash cow must be stable. Can someone type the word stable in the chat? Can someone type the word stable in the chat? Can someone type the word stable in the chat? Can someone type the word stable in the chat? Okay, now I want to be specific. What do you know about the following people? Let me clear my chat. Today I'm doing a master important class. Let me clear my chat. What do you know when someone talks about Elon Musk? What's your first thing you talk about? When someone talks about Elon Musk, when someone talks about Mark Zuckerberg, what do you know about these people? When someone talks about Elon Musk, what comes first into your mind? What comes into your mind when someone talks about Elon Musk? Let me know in the chat. When someone talks about Elon Musk, what comes into your name? What business comes into your name? What business comes into your name when someone talks about Elon Musk? Thank you, Tesla. When someone talks about Elon Musk, what comes into your mind? Tesla. Hey, the first thing. Okay, people are bringing Twitter, but Twitter is just an additional business. Let me make it simple. When someone talks about Mark Zuckerberg, what comes into your mind? What comes into your mind? When someone talks about Mark Zuckerberg, what comes into your mind? I think Mark Zuckerberg would be the best example. When someone talks about Mark Zuckerberg, what comes into your mind? Thank you, Facebook. But do you know that this guy is the owner of Instagram? This guy is the owner of WhatsApp. The question is, did Mark Zuckerberg buy Instagram and Facebook, Instagram and WhatsApp at the first time? Did he get his money and purchase Instagram and purchase WhatsApp when he had just started? I need some answers in the chat. I need some answers in the chat. Mark Zuckerberg, did he at the first time, he made his first cash cow successful, and that was Facebook. He made his first cash cow successful, and that was Facebook. He grew Facebook fast and made Facebook stable. Then he diversified. Thank you so much. Now, I want you to look at the most successful businessmen in your area. The most successful businessmen in the area. There is one thing you know about them. Am I right? The most successful businessmen in your country. There is one major thing you know about them. I don't know if I'm making sense to somebody. If you talk about successful businessmen in your area, there is one major thing you know about them. Let me know in the chat give me a yes in the chat if I'm right. One major thing in your area. If there is any successful entrepreneur you know, there is one major thing you know about them. What have they learned that you haven't learned? They have learned about the power and the ability of creating a cash cow, your main cash business. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not saying you will not diversify your income, but what is your cash cow? Sorry, my baby is crying. Just a minute, guys. I get her off where she is. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, sorry, guys. Okay, so let's continue. Sorry for that. You know, I stay home. Yeah, my baby was crying. Yeah, but she's now fine. Okay. So I'm talking about a cash cow. Now, if you want to be very, very successful, I want you to choose a cash cow. And if you decided to make Royalq a cash cow, please treat it like a cash cow. Now, if you want your baby, so now this guy is, don't, please, the baby is okay. She's now fine. She's now fine. She's okay. She's not crying. Okay. I'm sorry. I stay home. So don't get worried. So I stay home. I work from home. That's one of the reasons. But don't worry, the baby is fine. Please. Thank you so much. Someone saying, okay, the baby is fine. So let's continue now. Okay. Let's continue, guys. Let's continue. But before we continue, let me check if I can drop. Okay, let me check. Okay. All right. Okay, okay, okay. So let's get to this. Okay. Now the cash cow. So in all businesses, what we call, in all ventures you are in, choose a cash cow. The cash cow is your main business. The cash cow is your main what? Your main business. And since it is your main business, one, for the cow to give you the milk, it is very basic. For this cash cow to give you the milk, the first thing, it needs care. And the care goes back to providing the right feeds, providing feeds to your cow, and the right feeds for it to give you the what? The milk, because it is your cash cow. It is where you will milk. You'll get the milk, get sold, and you make money. Now, when you choose Royalq to be your cash cow, your approach to your cash cow as your main source of income should be different. One, do not take everything you earn. People don't get this. You don't take everything you earn. You do what? You reinvest in your cash cow. You reinvest in your cash cow. Now, how do you reinvest in your cash cow? When you make profit, because Royalq is your main cash cow, you reinvest by building one, capital. You build trading what? I've done these mistakes in the past, and I don't want anyone to do these mistakes again. You build capital because it is your main cash cow. When I was transferring from poverty, because I've explained these three stages before, and I said that there is a transformation from the 3S, where we say you are into a suffocating financial situation, you are into a sufficient financial situation, or you are into a surplus financial situation. So when you make profit, either this money is coming from your team building or this money is coming from your trades. You don't take everything you earn. Why? Because this is your cash cow. When you empty your cash cow, you will stop getting the milk. If you are understanding, give me a yes in the chat. If you're understanding and following, give me a yes in the chat. When you are starting the business, when you are starting the opportunity and you have decided to make it your cash cow, it is important for you to set goals. Why do you set goals? You cannot set goals if you cannot diagnose your current financial situation, ladies and gentlemen. This morning, the question I have for you, is your income suffocating? What is a suffocating income status? A suffocating income status is that you cannot pay your bills in time. You cannot meet your bills in time. Okay? You cannot meet your bills in time. Like when you get your money ends on your bills. There's nothing more can happen than you paying your bills. By the way, even paying your bills is very hard for you. This is where I started. Paying your bills is very hard for you. It means you are into a suffocating financial situation. You are into a suffocating financial situation. Now, when you enter sufficient, you only enter sufficient when you are able to pay your bills and feel no pain. And this is where most people stay. You are okay with paying your bills. You can take your children to better schools. You can provide the best meals. You can keep your family happy. You are able to pay your bills. You are into what you call sufficient. You can provide for your closed family members, and sometimes plus extended. Now, the other stuff is where you have surplus. You have enough for yourself, for your extended family, and for your closed family. You have enough for yourself. You are able to pay your bills. You are able to even have surplus. Now you are here. You are into a surplus financial situation. The reason why we are working with you is to make sure that you move from suffocating, if you are listening to me, you move from sufficient to enter surplus. Now, if you are into a suffocating financial situation, sharing Royalq is a must. If you can only pay your bills, sharing Royalq is a must. It is not a will. This is what people don't understand. It's not a will. What do I mean by a must? If your trading capital is less than a minimum of 10,000 US dollars, sharing Royalq is a must. It is not a will. Why? Because you are still suffocating and having sufficient. Speaking to people about your business is a must. It is not a will. If your trading capital is less than $10,000, it is a must to share. It is not a will. Why? Because you are still suffocating and you are still having sufficient. You don't have surplus. I don't know if someone is understanding. Because why do you need to enter surplus when you have a trading capital, ladies and gentlemen, of $100,000? Here you can say, it is my will to speak to people about the business. It is my will. I don't feel like today. I don't feel like speaking to anybody. Here is why. In the next bull run, you can move your $100,000 to $5 million, ladies and gentlemen. I'm speaking about facts. Now that Royalq has introduced features, we are going to be able to grow our capital. But if you have little capital, your money will always be, when you trade your features and maybe have some losses. Because you have 100 bigger capital, you can grow your capital from 100,000 to $5 million in the next bull cycle. But if you have, it is a must, because if you have $1,000, my friend, there is not maximum. The maximum you can go maximum would be turning this to $10,000, and you must be very, very smart. So it means that at the end of the day, sharing the opportunity, if you have little capital, is a must. It is not a will. Now, why do you need to share? Why do you need to share? Let's before now, I know you have diagnosed your current financial situation. Now, why do you need to share? Why do you need to share? Here are facts why you need to share. One, cryptocurrency is early stages. Let me show you statistics. I shared some statistics in one group today. Let me share with you statistics of why you need to share. Okay, why do you need to share? Just a minute. Just a minute. Okay, let's look at this. The global crypto wealth statistics. Why do you need to share? Because there is a proven sentiment that once you take this opportunity serious worldwide, we have millionaires close to 88,200 multi-millionaires in dollars. We have cent millionaires worldwide. They are 182. We have billionaires. They are 22 only. It means that In the last 14 years, ladies and gentlemen, over $110 trillion have been transacted in the Bitcoin space. $110 trillion have been transacted in the space. And so, for the very first time, there is an opportunity for you to move from where you are suffocating to become a multi-millionaire. Only some of you to be billionaires. Only some of you to be centi-millionaires. Ladies and gentlemen, only in Bitcoin. But when we look at these statistics, the total crypto users, ladies and gentlemen, they are very few. And the total market volume in billions, over $1,180 billion have been transacted. Ladies and gentlemen, I have a question. According to the picture I have painted so far, is there an opportunity for you to be a millionaire? Is there an opportunity for you to be a millionaire? I have a question before I continue. Is there, according to the statistics I've given so far, because I'm going to give more statistics, is there an opportunity? Is there an opportunity for you to be a millionaire? Is there an opportunity for you to be? Now, let me paint a close, fantastic picture for you. Let me paint a close, fantastic picture for you. Here is why now. Here is why now. Why now? In 2020, oh, sorry, guys. In 2020, the first ETF, an exchange-traded fund of gold, was listed. And ladies and gentlemen, gold hit its all-time high for the very first time. Ladies and gentlemen, according to statistics, Grayscale won a court ruling, which is not yet 100%, against SEC about its SEC to accept the Bitcoin ETF. Grayscale is one of the companies that own most Bitcoins. And yesterday, on Yahoo Finance, if you can go and read on Yahoo Finance, it is asking SEC to sit with them for a meeting to accept the first ETF. Ladies and gentlemen, the total market cap of Bitcoin is only around $1.2 trillion. And these guys, like these guys like BlackRock, are they have a liquidity of over $10 trillion. And they want to come and invest this money into the crypto market space. Ladies and gentlemen, like it or not, this will cause Bitcoin, according to statistics, to move up to $16,000, ladies and gentlemen. Now, facts to be told. In the last bull cycle, in only 8 months, shut up. Let me show you guys. These are facts. In only 8 months, people who took Royalq seriously, let me just get into this. I hope I will see it very fast. People who took Royalq very seriously. Very seriously. Why should I pass here? No, let me change my approach. Just a minute, guys. Let me change my approach. Why go there? Yet I have this here. Okay. Okay. Just a minute. Just a minute, guys. In the last bull cycle, people who decided to share Royalq with their friends in 2021 bull run, where Bitcoin only went high with $69,000 to $67,000. Ladies and gentlemen, this is 27th. This person made $10,000. This is 28th. This made $11,000. 29th, $9,078. 30th, $10,000. 31st, $10,000. First, $45,000. Imagine, ladies and gentlemen, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days. This is 10,000. This is 20,000. This is 30,000. This is 40,000 plus 45. That is 85. If we add, this is $100,000 in 7 days. Am I making sense to someone? People who took the opportunity are aggressively serious. In the last bull cycle, they made close to over $1 million. Am I making sense? $1 million, $1.4 million. I even saw someone in just 8 months. In just 8 months, someone made over $2 million in the last bull cycle in just sharing the Royalq opportunity. Now, what's going to happen? I have a question for you. What is going to happen when the market now surges more than it did in the past? Who's ready to make $1 million here, ladies and gentlemen? Who is ready to make $1 million here, ladies and gentlemen? Because it's all about you to decide. It's all about you to decide. Maybe you have worked for the last 10 years. I don't care. Maybe you have worked for the last 30 years. I don't care. Maybe you have suffered so much. I don't care. Maybe things have not been moving into your favor. I don't care. Maybe things have not been working for you. I don't care. Maybe you have been employed and you are tired. I don't care. Maybe you have lost money in the past. I don't care. You can decide to change the rest of your family and forever and for good and make your first $1 million. The big question is, ladies and gentlemen, the big question is, do you need any capital to make this happen? The big question is, ladies and gentlemen, do you need any capital to make this happen? You have already activated your robot. You have already activated your robot. The only thing you need to do is the following. One. The only thing you need to do is the following. One. Make a list of everyone you know. Make a list. Ladies and gentlemen, make a list. Make a list of everybody you know. Make a list of everybody you know. Now, Julius, what am I going to tell these people I know? One simple step. Here you go. Hey, Peter, I have found a way. Hey, Peter, I have found a way on how you can make money using your phone, but it's not you working. Hey, Steven, I have found a way on how you can have a robot make money for you. Hey, Andrew, I have found a way on how you can make money using your phone. I have found a robot that is gonna make money for you. As simple as that. And it says, I want to know more. What do you need to do? If they say they want to know more, next step, the next comment. If I invite you to attend our business presentation, would you listen? Hey, Stephen, I have found a way of using your phone to make money. What is it all about? If I invited you to attend our Zoom presentation tonight and listen to this expert, would you attend? Says yes. You give them the link. Make a list of everybody you know and reach them out. And reach them out. Hey, Stephen. Hey, Stephen. I have found a way of using your phone to make money. What is it all about? If I invited you to listen to this expert explain how to use your phone to make money, would you attend? Then give them our link. They come on Zoom. I do the talking. I do the explanation. They get started. You make your $30. You make your $30. You make your $30. What about when they get started? We have signals for them. So you send them the video plus the signal. They get how to use it. You continue. You make money. You continue. You make money. Now that is speaking to the people you know. Julius, what about me who has been already in the business and I want to speak to people I don't know? What about me? I have been in the business and I want to speak to people I don't know. Go and open a TikTok account. Go and open a TikTok what? Go and open a TikTok account. Julius, what do I need to do when I open a TikTok account? Step two. You can create either a Telegram group or a WhatsApp group. Open a TikTok account. Or open or get a WhatsApp group or a Telegram group. It's up to you. What do you need to do once you have opened a TikTok account? Speak your local language. Now, I want to play for you a video on what happens, what will cause your video to go viral on TikTok. What will cause your video to go viral on TikTok? I want to play for you this video. And I'll share it in the group after here. These are the factors that are going to make you go viral and start your journey of becoming a multi-millionaire using your phone for free. I'm going to share my screen. Listen to this video. How will this video go viral? How will your video go viral? Let's go. Just a minute. Okay,
This is how the algorithm on social media works. When you first publish content, it gets distributed to 20% of your followers and to a portion of people who are not your followers, but whose interests align with the content. Then, the algorithm measures two things: watch time and engagement. If a person spends time watching the content, it gets pushed to more people with similar interests. Otherwise, if the content doesn't grab the viewer's attention, it gets no boost. Also, if a person shares, saves, comments on, or likes the published content, the algorithm pushes the content to more viewers, resulting in more reach and engagement from a broader audience.
Now, my strategy is simple, and I want to repeat it. Because we know how, I'm going to post this in the groups, because we know how engagement happens and how your video can go viral. Use your local language. People who speak the logarithms of TikTok will push your video to your local language, and it will have an understanding of the people that speak your local language. Two, after using your local language, which other aspect do you need to do? Ask people, keep your videos short so that they could watch. So you could name your video part 1, name your video part 2, name your video part 3. Keep it short so that people could watch several series and ask them in those videos to like, to share, and to comment. Like, share, comment. This will push your video to so many audience, and hence you are getting in business. Now, next step, what do you talk about? What do you talk about, ladies and gentlemen? The world of cryptocurrency is full of scams. Now, provide free education that talks about the real gist of cryptocurrency. What is the real gist? Money evolution. What is the real gist? Your money is kept in your Binance account. You're not giving it to anyone. What is the real gist? You are using a software to trade for you. As simple as that. And the rest is gonna be history. The rest is gonna be history. Are we learning? Give me one in the chat if you're learning. So I've talked about two strategies: the people you know and the people you don't know. The people you know and the people you don't know. And if you decide, as I come to the end because my time is done, I want to give reasons why the following things happen to people. When is it that someone can change their life? That's the most important thing I want to talk about. When is it that someone can change their lives? When is it that someone can change their lives? One, people never change their lives because they become tolerant. You tolerate certain situations. I will give an example of love. I'll give an example of love. Why do loved ones separate? Sometimes they separate because someone can no longer tolerate someone's behaviors of cheating. So a lady says, me, if someone cheats on me, enough is enough. Am I right? Let me know in the chat if I'm right. What causes someone to end a relationship? He says, when someone cheats on me, I'm done with that relationship. Give me a yes in the chat. Me, I'm done. When someone cheats on me, I'm done with that relationship. No more love, no more feelings, no more anything. Me, I'm done. Come what may, I'm done with that relationship. Another person may say, poverty. Poverty. Me, if a man is poor, apana kwa apana, no relationship. I don't tolerate a poor man. I don't tolerate a poor man. And if you move with your poverty to such maybe a relationship, someone says, if you don't have money, me, I'm not these people who say we shall build ourselves. If you don't have money, kwasha ni kwasha, I don't tolerate. I don't tolerate those things, me, we shall build ourselves. I don't tolerate. If you are poor, kwasha ni kwasha. Quit, I am not interested. Now, the reason why so many people remain in situations of lack, situations of not having enough, situations of not having enough money, situations they have tolerated the poverty. You have tolerated the poverty. You have said, okay, it is okay. When I don't have enough data, I will get. It is okay. If I don't have enough money, I will get. It is okay. If we don't have enough food. So the only time when someone gets out of their current situation is when they say enough is enough, unless this sinks into your mind. I want to end with my story. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. Unless you reach a situation and say enough is enough, you cannot share the Royalq opportunity. Let me give you an example. I usually love to share my story. I don't want to clutch into other people's story. This is what happened. I was invited to look at Royalq. And I know someone who has changed his life in the last 1 month because of this. I was invited to look at Royalq. When I was invited to look at Royalq, I had lost my money in scams. And although scams were paying, I had said enough is enough to scams. I can never invest my money in returns on investment. And let me show you guys, people inbox me scams every day. And my reply is funny. Look at my reply to scams. Let me show you this guy who is a very staunch networker. And he inboxed me a scam, I think yesterday. Let me see if I can see. And I just laugh. Okay, let me see if I could see it fast as we come to the end. As we come to the end. Come to the end. Yeah, let me see if I could see this guy very, very fast. Inboxed me a scam. Oh. You see my laugh. Keep passing time with these smart contracts. Launching next week. There are people in your life that are doing this, launching next week. Then I laughed. He can never text me again. So I had reached a situation in my life, ladies and gentlemen, and doing scams, enough was enough with the scams. I said I better die broke than keeping losing my money in circles like this. I kept on losing money in circles until I said enough is enough. Now, I decided to go back and get a job because I hate being employed. I'm not like anybody. I hate being employed. And one of the reasons I hate being employed is time. Come at this time, leave at this time, sign here. Why didn't you do this? Why? I hate it. Me personally, I hate it. That's why from day one, I hate getting a job. Two, one of the reasons why I hate having a job, I'm not saying you should kill your jobs. Please have your jobs. You are not me. Is the day I got my job and I got my salary, and I used to spend my salary at a shop because I used to borrow sugar, millet flour, soap. I looked at my age. I said, but sincerely, because I get paid once in a month, I will need to borrow things from shops every time because I need to survive. Rent is always over my head. Bills are over my head. Immediately I get my salary, I spend it in 2 hours. Uzi, and you have got your salary and spent it in less than even 2 hours. Immediately you get the money, you know where it is going. Can I have gone through this experience? Do we have people who have gone through this experience on the call? You get your salary, and in the next 1 hour, immediately you receive it, you know even where it is going. You immediately you get your salary, you know where it is going. You know, Peter, Stephen, immediately you can't even take a bottle of soda on your own money. You can't even take a bottle of soda on your own money, on your own money, on your own money. If people want to go out, you can't go on your own money. They have paid it to you, but it has to splash like water too. When I grew up, I saw my mother live on loans after loans. This loan, this loan, this loan, this loan. Have you gone through a situation, ladies and gentlemen? I'm not a pastor, but me, I'm telling you reality. Have you gone through a situation where you find people, you start talking alone while moving? You are walking on the road, but you are speaking to yourself. I pay Steven, Anita, set money, loan. You are speaking to yourself. You are like, you are speaking to yourself. You are speaking to yourself while moving on the road. Nobody is calling you. Your phone is in the pocket, but you are speaking to yourself because you know where your money is going to go. Yet it is your own money. Until I said enough is enough with this crap life. Now, I was invited to Royalq, ladies and gentlemen. And I was tired of scams. And this guy had invited me to do I thought he was inviting me to do a scam again. He paid me $30 to go and look at the business. $30 to go and look at the business. And he gave me more money. After looking at the business, this guy promised me that he will put people for me. And I said, let me do the business. He promised me. But the first day I got my robot, I earned 0. The second day I got my robot, I earned 0. The third day I got my robot, I earned 0. Now, I was not having trading capital, but I had the robot. On the 12th of June, ladies and gentlemen, the day I talk about, the day I joined Royalq, on the 12th of June 2021, I was hungry. I had no food. I only had data. I was sleeping on the floor. Abe Kasivante knows this. I had no bed where to sleep. I was sleeping on the floor. I had no food. I was sleeping on my carpet. COVID-19, the country is closed. I had no option. And I said, they told me when you share Royalq, you will make $30. Ladies and gentlemen, I went on Telegram. I can even share those. I think I have them on my Telegram chat. I went on Telegram and I spoke to everybody I could find. I went on WhatsApp. I spoke to everybody that could come on my contact. And on the 12th of June, I made my first $30. He had stopped tolerating poverty. And then I became very serious. In 80 days, I started making $100 per day. That was the end of poverty. Some people say it was then. Today, I have a living testimony of someone who came to my chat and told me, Julius, I want to make the money you are making. I told him, decide to go and share the Royalq opportunity. Here is this guy. I want to show you guys. He started the business on the in January 2023. He had not yet decided to share the business. He had not yet decided to go outside and talk about the business. He came to my chat and we talked. And he said, today, I'm going to decide to make money. I don't want to go through all that he did. But ladies and gentlemen, I want to give you an example. This guy started with, he's a V2, he only has 20 people in his team. He started with the $2 on the 15th, $40 on the 16th, 42 on the 17th, 80 on the 18th. This was August. This was August. Ladies and gentlemen, as we speak today, you see, he came here and said, I'm now enjoying team building part. I now have, at least I get one activation per day. And he was making $40 to 88 in a day, ladies and gentlemen. With a stone fact without lying, this guy now, you see, he started making 2 activations a day. And he said, I have withdrawn 200 USDT and I have more 80 that has come in. Royalq to the moon. This was on the 22nd of August. Ladies and gentlemen, this guy now as we speak, the guy that started with very little money. Look, this was when? This was on the 23rd of August. Look, he started seeing $120 a day. Ladies and gentlemen, since he decided to become serious about his business, since he decided to get out of his comfort zone, ladies and gentlemen, look, he comes to my chat and says, Julius, working with a target in mind is the best way to climb ladders. Last month of July, I made 300 USDT from my team. I set a target of 600 USDT in August. I sat down, revised my strategy, and came up with a monthly plan, broke it down into easy daily achievable goals, and started implementing. Today is 25th, and I've so far made 706 USDT, exceeding my target. Thank you for encouraging me. You have made me work hard. Thank you. Now, this guy, ladies and gentlemen, as someone who just got started as a V2, as I speak to you today, ladies and gentlemen, I want to show you his current results from the business as he's trading. He has people with all different capitals and strategies. Ladies and gentlemen, this guy, he can now see 123, 43, 64, 131, 81. In only August, 31st August, ladies and gentlemen, as we speak today, this guy, in the last 1 month, let me see if I could get his current results. Beautiful. In the last 1 month, his trading results are better because he has better capital. His results are now exceeding over $284 as a V2. This happened to me when I got started in 2021. There is no time when you can decide. The time is in you. Ladies and gentlemen, as I speak to you today, this guy said, I hit my target of 10 million that I started the business in 1 month of decision, ladies and gentlemen. This gentleman has been able to make over 7 million Ugandan shillings in 1 month. Yet he had started the business. He had started the business in January 2023, but he made a decision in August in 2023. And in 1 month, he has got his life changed using his strategy. Look at this, guys. This gentleman, as we have been speaking today, he speaks to a list of 100 prospects daily. 100 now daily. He talks to his business because he has now decided, and he gave me a sample space. And he gave me a sample space. I don't know what your Stangolic block financially is, but if you could decide to get out of your comfort zone, you could decide to get your life out of a struggling situation and share the Royalq opportunity to people and go outside there and speak about your business, ladies and gentlemen, you can decide to change your life for good and forever. The decision is into your hands. The decision to change your life is now. But unless you decide, nobody is going to redeem you but yourself. Unless you decide, nobody is going to change your life than you to decide. Ladies and gentlemen, the big question I have for you today is sharing the Royalq opportunity a life-changing zone? I want to share my personal results because I don't love to talk about other people's results. I want to talk about my personal results. Your decision to go outside there and share the Royalq opportunity and use the strategies we have at hand. It pays like no tomorrow, but it needs you to decide. It needs you to decide. It needs you to decide. I want to end with my results. I think on the 23rd of 24th of June, I hit my $100,000. Ladies and gentlemen, let's just go to a calendar and see what has transpired from the 23rd of June, and let us see. Okay, let's go back. Okay, right, 23rd of June. So 24th of July, that is 1 month. 24th of August, that is 2nd month. So from the 24th, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's see, 2 months and 2 weeks. 2 months and 2 weeks. In the last 2 months and 2 weeks, I want to show you the power of sharing the business. $9,577. Let's get into the 9,577. So 2 months, those are 60 days plus 2 weeks. Those are 60 days plus 14 days, which is 74. So I'll make it 75 days. Divide by 75. It means every single day I've been making a minimum of $127. But let's now multiply this in my local currency. This is the price of USD as we speak. 35 million US dollar Ugandan shillings has been made in the last 2 months. Ladies and gentlemen, 35 million Ugandan shillings has been made in the last 2 months and 2 weeks. You will complain about your trades, but with big capital, you will buy it. Newman says that it is over 1 billion Ghana cedis. Ladies and gentlemen, it is up to you. The opportunity is valid. It's not from trading, it's from sharing the business. If you are still suffocating or sufficient and you don't have surplus, sharing the Royalq opportunity is a must. You decide to focus, the business will pay you like no tomorrow. It has been a palm-pleasing pleasure as well as a privilege to share with you today. I want to wish you a perfect, fantastic week. God bless you, and the rest lies into your hands to take decision and get your income to another level. God bless you, and have a fantastic day. Bye, everybody.